Hey friends, welcome back. Got another Funko Friday episode for you. It's been a bit since we done one, especially a Star Wars one. But this is episode 26, and this is going to be on Kylo Ren, one of the newer ones. This is called Kylo Ren Supreme Leader. Here's the box. We'll talk about that first. Pretty decent box. It looks nice. Although it seems to be wrongly branded. I'll get to that in a little bit. It's got Star Wars logo, pop logo, 731 is the number for this. We have a sticker on this one this time. I think this was like a convention exclusive. Yeah, if you look really close, it says Funko 2024 Fall Convention Limited Edition. It has like this really cool sticker that's like has a lenticular feel. It's just a like it kind of has the Funko logo in the back. It's kind of cool. You can scan that code if you want. I think it takes you to the website. Something to do with this pop. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but it is a cool little sticker. And you got Kylo Ren on the front, looking menacing with his somewhat new look. This is pretty much the Force Awakens Kylo Ren. Um, we'll get to that in a bit. It's a little interesting. Here's the side. Here's the other side. I actually like to display my pops like this with the side. I think it's different. You can see very cool colors with the red and black of space. Pretty cool. Here's the top. Not much there. Here's the bottom. And on the back, there's actually no other pops like shown. It's just the giant Star Wars logo and the name. So that's kind of a thing. And there's the insert in the back. Yes, you get a little insert, cardboard, like little yeah, it's an insert. You get that in the back. That's pretty cool. The First Order logo in the yellow, pretty nice. And yeah, I love this pop. I actually have another Kylo Ren, which I'll show a little bit later. And this is supposed to be, I'm guessing, like a remake of the Force Awakens Kylo Ren, which came out in 2015, because that's when the film came out, Episode 7. Which that's like one of my favorite Star Wars movies. It's like in my top 3. It doesn't really leave that place, but one of the best parts of that movie was Kylo Ren, like his design, like his look, the whole vibe of his character. It's so like for half of almost like for 80% of the film, he doesn't take his mask off, so he's just like this menacing knight-looking character, and he's just really like, for lack of a better word, Kylo Ren is a badass character. Like you can't deny he has this cool look. The cool factor is there with him, especially in Episode 7. It's 8 and 9. He kind of loses the cool factor a little bit. He wears the mask less and less. In fact, he smashes it in 8. And in Episode 9, it's back, but he's got the repaired look to it. So he has a few different looks. Personally, I think Kylo Ren's best look, his outfit, his costume, the best look for him is Episode 7. You can't deny it. He's got this cloak with the cool mask, and he got the obviously the knight like lightsaber. So he has the cool factor. He's not really a villain in this movie, kind of. He's more of an enforcer. Anyway, what I'm getting at is they call him Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in this pop. Well, that's not true because Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens is not a villain. He's a he's an enforcer for the actual Supreme Leader, Snoke, who at the time obviously was in charge. And in The Last Jedi, he gets killed halfway through by Kylo himself. And so Ren becomes the new Supreme Leader in The Last Jedi. And then obviously in Rise of Skywalker, he is the new Supreme Leader, so it makes sense in that context. But this is an Episode 7 pop. You can tell because he's got the cloak. He's got the look that he wore in that movie. I just find it kind of funny. Like, why? They should have just called him Kylo Ren. Or just put, like, I don't know, like, something to do with Force Awakens. I don't know. It's just a little odd that they call him that, because obviously in that film he was not called that. Whatever. It's just a little nitpick. It's like something like silly. It's like, okay, like why? Like I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's just my little spiel on that thing. Here's the box. We're moving that because we don't need to talk about it. Anyway, there's a pop in the back. We'll talk about him in a little bit. But here's Kylo Ren. Now, this is by far one of the coolest Kylo Rens. In fact, it's probably my favorite. Mostly because it's based on Force Awakens. I just love that movie. I don't know. Okay, I know people hate it, people love it, whatever. It's nostalgia bait. What you can't deny, one of the best parts of that movie is Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. He's menacing, he's cool, he's got this like aura, this vibe. Like I don't there's just something about the way he works in that film. And this is clearly based on that. I like the pose. The pose is really cool. I don't remember him making this pose though, if I'm being honest. Like I've seen Force Awakens a lot, and I definitely don't remember him doing this pose. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. Maybe it's on Jakku or Takodana. It could be Takodana. I don't know. Regardless, here he is. He has the bobblehead. He's got the hood on, and he's got his ripped up robes on the back. He's in an action pose, about to cut someone's head off. Actually, this might be the Kylo Ren from the vision that Rey sees in Takodana in the castle. That actually would make a lot more sense because we haven't gotten a pop like that before. So it's the vision Kylo Ren. It could be. I don't know. But anyway, great detail. Look at this. There's so much detail. Like even on the hood, like the texture, and you can feel the fabric. Like even though it's not real fabric, it looks and feels like it. I don't know. It's great. He's got the mask, obviously the knight mask that he has for most of 7 and a little bit of 8. But yeah, great design. It's really like something different for a Star Wars villain. Like just the look, it's super interesting. And the way that he takes off the helmet is cool too, because in the scene where Rey gets interrogated, she's like, you're just a creature in a mask. And he's like, well, what do you think you'll see if I take it off? And he does take it off, and this mouthpiece comes up, and he pulls it off, and it's Adam Driver. and and it was funny at the time because he's like an emo looking kid, but he's actually pretty dangerous. And we see that throughout the trilogy. But I just think the design of the mask is really cool. I actually kind of like it as well without the hood. Actually, I do prefer the hood. I just think it looks cooler with the hood. But, there's some Kylo Pops without it. So that's cool. Helmet's great. Nice painting for the silver. It's like similar to Vader, but like in a different way. Like it's an unique mask. So that's cool. Lots of black, cause that was the time. That was his look, and he's got great detail on his outfit. As I almost drop him, he's got his lightsaber, of course. The crazy sword looking energy blade. Yeah, that at the time when Force Awakens, like the trailers came out, we had never seen a lightsaber like this, like at all. Like just it's so different from every other lightsaber, which is great. And it's unique to him because it's got a cracked crystal, and that's why it looks so unstable. That's why. And it has a great look to it. And I love the sounds it makes. I want to know who did the sound designs for Kylo's saber. 'Cause they're very, very cool. And this pose is great. He's kind of holding both hands on the saber. So that's kind of unique. And he's got his cloak, all tattered and torn and ripped to shreds, basically. This thing's been through a lot prior to 7, so that's cool. And just a lot of nice, like, little details. Like, on the back, you've got the crease of the hood. You see a little bit of the top there. And you got the stand. Honestly, I'm getting sick of these Star Wars stands. Like, why are they glued on or, like, put on? Like, the Star Wars stand, okay, we get it. It's a Star Wars pop. Whoopity doo. Like, why can't we just have, like, other pops don't have a stand? Like, or other pops pretty much are not glued to the stand. I don't know why the Star Wars pops are always, like, permanently on these stands. Like, why? It's kind of dumb. Like, I don't know. Whatever. It's just a thing. Maybe it's like a requirement for the Star Wars pops to do this, but I don't know. Great figure. I wish he could come off of the stand. That's kind of my only complaint. I mean, everything else is great. I like the different blacks. Like a lot of his robe is like matte black, but then some of his helmet is like textured black. Like the hood is textured, and there's just a lot of things you can feel. Obviously, you can't feel it through the camera, but if you get this pop and you open it up, you'll notice a lot of like little details like his it's just very nice. Nicely designed, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Um and I do have another Kylo Ren pop. Let me put him aside. I'm not gonna take him out of the box. I'm probably gonna do a comparison at some point. But this is the actually I got this not when the movie came out. I got it like a year back. I found it at a great place called Captain Jack's. Great place, look it up. And this is the original Kylo Ren that they did for Force Awakens. You can tell because it's got the right here. It says from the new film Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So that's proof. This is the 2015. Okay, just take my word for it. It's the original. You can tell because it's got this the standard Funko shape, like the standard pose, like they're all like hunched over with their arms on their sides. You know the pose I'm talking about, this pose where all the Funkos used to have the same pose and they didn't there was no different pose. So, and yeah, you can also tell because it's got the other Force Awakens pops like Ray, Finn, everyone else, Captain Phasma. So, some other ones, but yeah, I paid 14 for this. Not too bad. Funkos are not really that expensive. It depends on the character for sure. But yeah, the little comparison. I definitely prefer this new one. The new one is way better. Just way more detail, it just looks so much more like him, like just the outfit. It looks so much better because it's a new Funko. So that's the benefit of getting new Funkos is the detail is amazing. But one more thing before I go, I wanted to show you another pop, which is obviously not even close to the same franchise. It's Ghostface from Scream. Now this is the new Ghostface. They have the original, which is really expensive and it's really bad. Honestly, it's pretty bad. Anyway, this is the new Ghostface, and I figured another masked villain would. Why not? Right? They're both black. You know, they got a lot of black. They both have weapons. They're both evil, pretty much. So I figured, why not? Ghostface is a lot smaller because he doesn't have a stand. He doesn't need one because he's pretty stable. And obviously, honestly, Ghostface is very simple compared to Kylo. But if Kylo didn't have the stand, they would probably be around the same height. So Kylo's got a lot more detail. That's just because of his character design. What he wore in the film. They both have hoods, so that's kind of cool. And they're both pretty nice pops. I think you can still get the ghost face. It's a little bit harder to find, but you can still get him. And Kylo Ren is pretty. No, he's not that hard to get. It just depends on which Kylo Ren you want because there's so many. Um, but yeah, that I just wanted to compare briefly. I was gonna do Ray, but I figured I already did Ray in a different video. So yeah, I have the original Ray. It's a great pop, but yeah, I just figured I'd do someone else. But that's it. I think this is by far one of the best Kylo Rens. I think probably the best one is the Rise of Skywalker one, the one where he has the hood off, but it's his mask like repaired with the red lines. I don't know if you've seen that one. That one's honestly, I probably will get that at some point, just for how cool it looks. But I think this is definitely my favorite one because it's from my favorite version of him, um, Episode 7. Yeah, I know it gets a lot of hate, but I love Episode 7. And specifically Kylo Ren from that movie. So I think it's great. I think it would be cool to get all the Knights of Ren at some point as pops. I don't think we've gotten all of them. I think we've gotten most of them. But yeah, Kylo's a great character, especially in that movie. Just the way he was written and acted and the way he looked. And yeah, I think it was great. And I think this pop is great. Definitely recommend it. Again, it depends on which Kylo Ren you prefer. Some people like Last Jedi. Some people like the Rise of Skywalker one, and it doesn't really matter. I just Yeah, my preference is Force Awakens. It's always been. But yep, that's it. Let me know what you think. The next episode will be pretty soon. I don't know who I'm gonna do. It'll be a poll. So if you want to vote on the next, honestly, I'll probably do a poll on the next like Funko figure I get, and then I'll probably do one on the one I'm gonna review. So it'll be one of those two. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.